Welcome one, welcome all to Junk Shop Library, home of the aggressively irreverent, yes, that's the correct word, I almost tripped over that, aggressively irreverent improv Bible study. We're working on Leviticus these days. You never thought you'd hear the phrase, "the call that is upon the liver," so many times, did you? We're into Leviticus 5 now. Let's see what kind of gory details we've got today. And if a soul sin, and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he hath seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. Or if a soul touch any unclean thing, whether it be a carcass of an unclean beast, or a carcass of unclean cattle, or the carcass of unclean creeping things, and if it be hidden from him, he also shall be unclean and guilty. Or if he touch the uncleanness of man, whatsoever uncleanness it be that a man shall have defiled withal, and it be hid from him, when he knoweth of it, then he shall be guilty. Or if a soul swear, pronouncing that his lips to do evil, or to do good, whatsoever it be that a man shall pronounce with an oath, and it be hid from him, when he knoweth of it, then he shall be guilty in one of these. And it shall be, when he shall be guilty in one of these things, that he shall confess that he hath sinned in that thing, and he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord for his sin which he hath sinned, a female from the flock, a lamb, or a kid of the goats, for a sin offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for him concerning his sin. And if he be not able to bring a lamb, then he shall bring, for his trespass which he hath committed, 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons unto the Lord, one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. And he shall bring them unto the priest, who shall offer that which is for the sin offering first, and wring off his head from his neck, but shall not divide it asunder. And he shall sprinkle the blood of the sin offering upon the side of the altar, and the rest of the blood shall be wrung out at the bottom of the altar. It is a sin offering. And he shall offer the second for a burnt offering, according to the manner, and the priest shall make an atonement for him for his sin which he hath sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. But if he not be able to bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, then he that sinned shall bring for his offering the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall put no oil upon it, neither shall he put any frankincense thereon, for it is a sin offering. Then shall he bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful of it, even a memorial thereof, and burn it on the altar, according to the offerings made by fire unto the Lord. It is a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him, as touching his sin that he hath sinned in one of these, and it shall be forgiven him, and the remnant shall be the priest's as a meat offering. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, If a soul commit a trespass, and sin through ignorance, in the holy things of the Lord, then he shall bring for his trespass unto the Lord a ram without blemish out of the flocks, with thy estimation by shekels of silver, after the shekel of the sanctuary, for a trespass offering. And he shall make amends for the harm that he hath done in the holy thing, and shall add the 5th part thereto, and give it unto the priest. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, and it shall be forgiven him. And if a soul sin, and commit any of these things which are forbidden to be done by the commandments of the Lord, though he wist it not, yet he is guilty, and shall bear his iniquity. And he shall bring a ram without blemish out of the flock, with thy estimation, for a trespass offering unto the priest. And the priest shall make an atonement for him concerning his ignorance wherein he erred, and wist it not, and it shall be forgiven him. It is a trespass offering. He hath certainly trespassed against the Lord. 5th chapter of Leviticus. Don't screw up or we'll make you kill one of your animals. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Even if you don't know you did anything that you didn't know was wrong, if you find out it was wrong, then you still have to provide the sin offering. Nope, now that I say that out loud, I know exactly how I feel about that. That you can sin in ignorance No, I don't know how I feel about that. Especially because of this uncleanness of man thing. If somebody else has defiled something, and you touch it, not knowing that it has been defiled, if the person who defiled it comes to you later and says, "Hey, I saw you touch that," well, guess what? I pooped on it! Then you have to offer a sin offering to get rid of the uncleanness. It's like some of this, aside from the whole any trespass being forgiven you as long as you kill an animal and set it on fire thing, which is, shall we say, a little on the barbaric side as far as systems of jurisprudence go. I mean, some of the ideas are not bad. They're just poorly defined, set out, codified, and executed. And then some of them are terrible. And then some of them are both terrible and poorly set out, laid out, codified, and executed. Oh man, this Leviticus business is going to be a slog. I knew it was going to be, but holy cow. Alright, well, lacking any more profound reflections, such as those I've already offered unto you, I'm going to call this one. Do me a favor, hit that like button on these dull ones especially. So dull! And if this is your first exposure to our intra-biblical journey together, I'm so sorry. But poke the Pope to subscribe. Check out the rest of the playlist over here, or go back to the home page and look at some more of the more interesting stuff, which I'm going to say is largely the middle of Genesis and the first 2/3 of Exodus, because it's been a while since we've had any 9 army battles or good old-fashioned mass murders under false pretenses. Y'all take care, be safe, and we will see you again soon.